Right lads, welcome to On The Bench TV. How are you all doing today? So in this one, the topic is going to be Jorginho to sign for Liverpool in the summer? Question mark. Because we don't know how true that is yet, but obviously over the last couple of days, everyone is talking about, you know, transfers. We're not far off the summer transfer window. Welcome to the stream, lads. We're going to try something a bit different today, guys. Something a little bit different. If you look in the description, I've put today's topics for the stream is transfers. Jorginho, Thomas Lemar, Vrij, etc. And injury updates as well. So what we're trying to do, because a few people have said to me, what we need to try and do for these live streams is try and put a few topics there so that we can stick to them, because we do kind of digress, don't we? And we do go off topic, and I'll try and speak to a lot of you guys, and I'll try and spend too much time on your questions, each one of you, and I fall behind a bit, guys, but it's only where I care about what you lot all have to say and stuff, but I want to try and get it a little bit more structured, alright? So if we try and stick to the topics of this live stream, because I haven't got too long to do a live stream today, either the missus is at work tonight, but the main topic anyway is Jorginho. Will he sign for Liverpool in the summer? Why am I bringing it up? Some of you guys may already know. Jorginho has liked an Instagram picture or whatever. I'm not someone that's massive with social media, guys. I don't know really how Instagram works too much. There was like someone's put something on Instagram suggesting that Jorginho could possibly sign for Liverpool in the summer, I believe, and he liked it, is what I make of it all. So now it's sent a frenzy out there amongst Liverpool fans going, yes, Jorginho's going to sign in the summer. So, you know, for me, it's only a like, guys, on Instagram. So I don't want to sit here and say, yes, it's a definitely he's going to sign or whatever. Yes, I would love it if Jorginho would sign for Liverpool in the summer, because I think he is the sort of player that we could do with signing in the summer. I want to get your guys' views on it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would take Jorginho as well in the summer. I think it would be a good bit of business for Liverpool. The rumour that I've seen since seeing this as well is that it would take Liverpool about 50 million to land him, which I don't actually think in today's market is that bad, guys, considering I believe that he's 26 years old. He's a Napoli, however you want to say their name, player. I don't think that's too bad. If Liverpool can land him for that, I think that's quite good, guys. So there you go. There's your first topic for this live stream. So I'm going to say hello to a few of you, and then we'll move on to a few other things that we've got to say about. But that's why there's a bit of a frenzy anyway going on. That's why I've named this Jorginho to sign for Liverpool in the summer, question mark. Is it a sign? You know, is he just doing what players like to do and stir the pot a little bit? I think it could be. But, you know, with the way Liverpool have been playing this year, I think a lot of players would want to sign for Liverpool next year. I can't see why they wouldn't. You know, we're moving in the right direction for definite, aren't we, guys? So Nathan's in the building. He says, hi, Daz. You all right, Nathan, mate? Welcome to the stream today. Thomas Billings, boom, as always. I love it. I love how you always join. He always comes in with a boom. It's brilliant. How are you today, Tom? Jay says, hi. You all right, Jay, mate? Welcome to the stream. Nathan's with a boom as well. Always good. Alex Maynard, you right, mate? How are you today? He says, nice and early, bruv. Yeah, tried to be a bit earlier today, Alex, mate. My missus is at work tonight, so I've got the kids, so I can't do it late today, you know. But hope you're well today, Alex, mate. Leighton says, hi, Daz. Right, Leighton, mate. How are you? Welcome to the stream, lads. Jam says, hi, Daz and all. Hello, Jams, my friend. Ryan says, what are reports saying about Jorginho, Daz? A few newspapers basically grabbing hold of it today. I think the original story, like I say, though, Ryan, mate, is basically that he's like this, whatever's gone on Instagram. You know, I think I see that, I don't know what other YouTubers have got hold of it. I think the big dogs, Redmen and all that, have got hold of it today. So I believe, I never watched their video, but I've seen that they've said about it, and they've said about Thomas Lemar. So I'm guessing they've reported about it. If any of you guys have seen what they've said, feel free to comment on that as well in the chat. Gaming lads in there as well. You're right, Gaming, mate. Hope you're good anyway, Ryan, mate, as well. Gaming says, hi, finally a stream while I'm not busy. I saw your comment earlier, mate, saying you said something about, why you are streaming when I'm busy. I'm sorry, mate. If they've had to be late recently because I've been mad busy. But I hope you're all right anyway, mate. I hope you're doing well. Paul says, hello, Daz. Right, Paul, mate. Welcome to the stream. What are your guys' views on Jorginho, lads? Let me know. Would you take him? Are you jumping on the hype bus? Or are you just doing the same as me and just going, look, it's only a like on Instagram? But it could be a sign, could it? Could be a sign. Or it could be nothing. It could be a win. Could be pissing in the wind there, guys, to be fair. But, you know, Jorginho, since last transfer window, we've been linked with him, really, and I think that Jorginho is probably someone that Klopp is looking at. And I believe that if we are linked with him, you know, it could be early business maybe. So I don't know there. LSM, you alright, mate? Welcome to the stream. Thomas Billing says he likes that post and he linking him to Liverpool. Yeah, that's what it was, mate. SM, let's not get carried away just because he liked to post on Instagram. And yes, I know what the post was about. Exactly, LSM, mate. Yeah, same as me with most things, ain't you, buddy? Nathan said Jorginho not very good at defending compared to Henderson. Jorginho, the one thing that I want to say about Jorginho, a lot of people are saying he's, you know, I've seen a lot of people saying that he's an upgrade on Hendo. I don't know whether I want to say he's an upgrade on Henderson, because I think that's a little bit unfair on Hendo, because one, you've got to remember Henderson's our captain. Two, different leagues. Jorginho doesn't play for Liverpool at the moment. Doesn't play in the Premier League, you know, so I don't think you can say anyone's an upgrade on any of our players as it stands at the moment. Henderson is a player that plays for us at the moment and is part of the squad that is achieving what we are this year. You know, you can say we're not winning we haven't won a trophy yet this season, but you know, we're still in the Champions League. Henderson's part of that, so I don't want to go as far as saying that, but Jorginho definitely looks like a deep lying player that can make things happen. Looks like he could suit our style of play. So I think that I would be happy with signing him. But, you know, I don't know. With him, I don't think he's an out-and-out holding midfielder that I think would be the sort of holding midfielder that I would have liked to see come in. I think there's other players out there that I would have preferred. But Jorginho is definitely someone that I think is a good addition. So that's my overall look on Jorginho. But, yeah, we got Naby Keita coming in as well. Let's not forget that, guys. He's a definite, isn't he? So... Fatal, you're right, mate. Welcome to the stream today. He says, hey, Dad, just back from school. What's this about Jorginho liking a post? You probably already heard me say it, mate, but apparently he liked a post linking him to Liverpool in the summer. Could just be mind games there, mate. Could just be trying to hype everyone up. It's only a like on Instagram, innit? So it's nothing major to really like scream from the rooftops, but a lot of people are like hyping it up and everything across social media and that. So I thought you guys, you know, will want to know what my views are on it. A couple of you guys messaged me earlier. Not many of you, but it's early in the day, really, for like a live stream for me. So I was pretty sure I will get a few more messages on it. So I thought I'd better get ahead of you guys with it. Nathan says, Lemar signing would make Mane feel he is not good enough. Yeah, the fact that you brought that up, obviously, today's topics, Thomas Lemar's in there, his transfers and that. So Thomas Lemar, something that I want to say about the Thomas Lemar thing, I'm noticing a lot of people saying about Lemar still. I'm still not too sure whether Thomas Lemar will be a Liverpool player. I don't know, guys. I want to get your guys' views on it. So definitely now in the chat, because we haven't got too long, put your views on Thomas Lemar. Are you still thinking that Thomas Lemar will sign for Liverpool in the summer? We've been linked with him over the last couple of transfer windows, guys, at least. And I'm not too sure that he's still top of the transfer list for Jurgen Klopp. I don't know, guys. My head is not fully convinced that Thomas Lemar is a priority for Liverpool. I do feel that we need another winger. And if you look at Thomas Lemar, I think he's very versatile as well. He is a player that can play a number of positions. So I think that's good. But for the price of Thomas Lemar, there's been rumours that apparently he wouldn't come cheap and stuff in there over the last couple of days. I don't know whether Jurgen Klopp is looking at him and thinking, will he be worth the buck that we'll have to pay for him? I don't know. So let me know what your views are on that, guys. But I'm not fully convinced that Thomas Lemar will be the right player for us, to be fair. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced on the whole thing, to be fair. The Kilted Biker said, you right, mate, welcome to the stream. Just heard Liverpool are playing Borussia Dortmund at the Bank of America. Yes, mate. Only an hour from my house. I am buzzing. That's quality, man. So I take it you're going to go then, mate. I take it you're going to be there. You can't miss out on that, can you? Do you know what I mean? That'd be quality for you. I like that. I like that. Like Liverpool can do that and get around the world and that. For some fans that obviously can't get to like see Liverpool all the time and everything. I'm still hoping I can get tickets for the Liverpool Roma game at Anfield. I really hope that I can get hold of a ticket for that one, because that's a game that I really don't want to miss, to be fair. But it depends, doesn't it? Because it's going to be a mad rush to try and get them tickets. But yeah, like that's amazing that it's like really close to where you live. Paul says, to be honest, as I don't care about transfers at the moment. I'm focused on the Champions League semi-final. That's more important than speculation. I fully agree, Paul. I fully agree, mate. I think a lot of people probably, you know, I say a lot of people, but I think there's a lot of fans that are kind of still, they do care about the transfers, because I think this summer transfer window, I think for me personally, I think it's going to be make or break, like I've said before, like with where my head is at with FSG, where we're going to be at as a club, like going into next year, because we've done so well now this year. You know, we're seeing the progression now finally under Jurgen Klopp and that. If we don't have a good summer transfer window and we stay in that even kill, you know, the likes of if we sold another couple or one of our best players, and we didn't get in a couple of quality players, or we didn't address the areas that we need to, then it's definitely make or break, isn't it? So I can see why people are, you know, so hyped about this summer, and why people are like, it's key, this summer is key. There is a lot of talk surrounding Liverpool in this summer transfer window, so I do know why people are buzzing about certain transfers and rumours and that still. For me, you know, I have to talk about these things because obviously running a YouTube channel. For me, I'm pretty similar to you though, Paul. Like, I think we've still got a little while until the transfer window opens. So if I wasn't on YouTube, I probably wouldn't really give too much thought into all this. Like a like on Instagram and stuff, it doesn't really mean anything to me. But you know, a lot of people are hyping it up, so I have to cover it. Just it's what I do really on YouTube. So Thomas Billing says 50 million. That's damn cheap. Well worth it. That's if that's true though, Thomas. You know, that's just something that I've heard, is that the rumour is that we could land in 50 million. If that is true, like I say, I think in today's market, it's still, you know, similar to like Mo Salah, in it, like the price that we got in for. It's good money. I mean, you know, we didn't think Mo Salah was going to be quite as good as what he is. I knew that he'd be a good player, but I didn't realise he'd be quite as good as what he was. But yeah, 50 million for Jorginho. He's apparently he's well in demand across Europe and that, like, so, and as well, I think he's a major target from what I hear in the grapevine for United. So if that's true, you know, then it'd be good to pip them to him as well if they're trying to get him. There's rumours that Paul Pogba wants out of Man United. I think there's a lot of players that want out of United, isn't there, in the summer, so. And apparently Mourinho, whatever you want to call him, he's got 200 million, I think it is, this summer. I think the rumours are to reshape them. That's also why it's going to be a key transfer window for Liverpool, because our competitors around us and that, they're going to be, you know, strengthening. So Liverpool needs to strengthen as well, don't we, to stay up there where we are and to compete with Man City as well. We got to catch Man City next year, haven't we? Mikey Garner, you right, mate? How are you today, buddy? He says, all right, Daz, how's the new house? And just joined, so what's the Jorginho rumours again? Sorry. Just mainly that he liked an Instagram post, mate, linking him to Liverpool. So he's sent social media into frenzy saying that he's joining in the summer. You know, it depends what you want to believe with it, really, Mikey. But for me, I don't think you can really jump too much on it. But all the YouTube channels and that are saying it looks like, you know, it's a sign. There's a possibility, you know, but for me, I'm just covering it because a lot of guys are jumping on it, but I just think, you know, he looks like he could possibly be a target for Liverpool. I think he would suit us, but don't panic too much. I'll put in today's topics about Vrij as well, because a couple of people are saying that we still need a centre-back. I think I'm one of them as well that think we still need centre-back in the summer. And I think someone asked me earlier today, one of you subscribers asked me, if I was to sign a centre-back in the summer, who would be my main target? I think I would say Vrij. Personally, be a good bit of business for Liverpool, and I think it'd be quality to pair with Van Dijk as well. So, yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. If Liverpool were to go in the transfer market for a centre-back in the summer, put in the comment section what centre-back you'd go for now, guys. Tyrell says, all right, Daz, mate, you're right, Tyrell, mate. How are you today? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Nathan says, first like. Good lad, good lad. Yeah, hit the thumbs up for me, guys, if you can. I've noticed I'm getting a few thumbs down at the moment, which is obviously the Man United supporters, isn't it? Yeah. Paul, I agree about Ultimate Champions League finish. That I see that and see who's interested. Yes, mate, yes. Brad the Gamer, Lemar too. Yep. YKN, yo, boys. Welcome to the stream, lads. Hope you're all good. Your live chats are so peak, says Alex. Thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you enjoy them, Alex, mate. I'm glad people enjoy them. I'll try my best to make them like as interesting as possible. They're pretty laid back normally, to be fair. This one, I've only got about 20 minutes to do this one because My partner's at work tonight, so. LSM says, I would rather not get Lemar overpriced, like really overpriced. Yeah, my view is exactly LSM. I think there's better players out there that would suit us as well, to be fair. I just think there's too much hype around Lemar, like the player, the name is what's driving his price, his value up. And I just can't see it. I can't see Liverpool paying that much. If the price was to come down, you know, like I say, he's versatile enough. Klopp may look at him for that, but if you're looking at we need wingers that can come in case we lost like a Mane or a Salah through injury, touch wood, you know, like that wasn't to happen next year, then, you know, a Thomas Lemar, he's not a replacement for a Mane or a Salah. He isn't someone with blistering pace like them. So I don't see him as like someone that can step in and do what they do. So that's one of my doubts with it, if that makes sense to you guys. But like I say, feel free to let me know what your guys' thoughts are with Thomas Lemar. So Gaming Lad says, would love him, in my opinion. He is a bit like Shabby. Jorginho, that must be, mate. He's very good at passing and that, and distribution is top draw. Nathan said, just watch Redmen TV live stream. They didn't really want Lemar. Maybe Draxler cheaper and better according to them. Yeah, Draxler is someone that people are saying about as well. You know, my views with Draxler, I'm glad you brought that up. Like I've said it before on my channel, but Draxler for me, I don't know whether it would be the case, but I felt like Draxler was a target for Liverpool, and I think Jurgen Klopp wanted Draxler, and he turned us down to go to PSG. I mean, obviously, it never worked out there, so I don't know whether Klopp would maybe go back in there for him now, unless the price was right, and Klopp may be like, look, let bygones be bygones. But something that we know from Jurgen Klopp is quite a bit about mentality, and he wants players that would buy into what he's trying to create at Liverpool. And I think when he approaches players over signing for Liverpool, he's very big on, like, you know, when he tells them, look, this is what I'm trying to build, this is what I want to achieve, this is the plan. If the players don't buy into that, then Klopp's not interested. It doesn't matter who the player is, really. And the fact that Draxler didn't buy into it and chose to go somewhere else, I don't know whether that will affect any future there for Draxler coming to Liverpool. I'm not too sure. So up until this point, every time I see a link with Draxler now, I'm kind of like, will it happen? I don't know. But yeah, if the price was right, then Draxler's definitely got some talent in him. And I think, you know, Jurgen Klopp could work with him for sure. And he may be someone that, you know, if a team sits back against Liverpool, Draxler's definitely got something about him that we need to bring in a couple of players that I think, you know, I was saying about we need a winger that if we lost a Mane or a Salah, you know, has got the pace that can do what they do when we're playing like against the big boys that do come out against us. But we also need to bring in a couple of players in the summer, I believe, that when a team sits back against us, they can really open up them teams that sit back against us. That's where we're lacking the creativity. And Draxler's someone that I think, you know, with a bit of guidance from Jurgen Klopp, he has got that in his locker. He has shown that in the past. He just needs to show it a bit more. So maybe Klopp might look at Draxler for that. I don't know. Maybe that might be what Klopp sees in a Thomas Lemar if he was to sign him. I don't know there, guys. So that may be a factor in if we was to sign one of them two players. Not sure. The Kilted says, I think give Kent a crack instead of overpriced Lemar. Yeah, I like that, Kilted, mate. I like that. I did say that, you know, when it comes to wingers or whatever, maybe we could give one of the youth lads like a step up. You know, we've got a couple of youth lads in it, instead of sending them out on loan, that we could maybe see step up to the plate. Something that I was saying was, instead of going into a transfer market in the summer for a striker, Klopp is a big fan of Brewster. And was saying that we see him definitely feature in the pre-season this year, and Klopp wants to try and, you know, progress him into the first team next season as well. So that's brilliant for him. And, you know, look at how young Trent's done this year, Gomez as well. So I feel that there will be a couple of youngsters definitely featuring for Liverpool next season as well. So I don't know how many Klopp will want to, you know, have in and around the first team, but you definitely got to look at the youngsters as well. We'll have a big kitty. Something that I've seen is just for Liverpool getting into semi-finals of the Champions League. I think we've got over, I think it was around 57 million. I don't know the exact figure. I think it was 57, but it's over the 50 million mark just for getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So if you're looking at how much money Liverpool will have to spend in the summer, we should have a nice little kitty, plus getting rid of Deadwood and stuff as well. You got to remember players like Daniel Sturridge and that, like if they were to be sold on and stuff as well. Vrij, you know, Liverpool might have quite a bit to spend in the summer. So it does depend on who Klopp wants to buy, you know, and that's why I say, if Thomas Lemar is going to cost you a lot of money, does Jurgen Klopp go, right, I'm going to spend a lot of my kitty on signing Thomas Lemar, which is no guarantee of coming in and absolutely smashing the Premier League, is he? But then I guess you have to take a risk with any player that you do. But I have faith in Klopp anyway. So if Klopp does buy a Thomas Lemar, you've got to trust Jurgen Klopp, because let's face it, the people that didn't trust Klopp about a year ago, they're not really piping up now, are they? So I fully trust what Klopp decides to do in the summer. I'm just excited really to see what he does do now for next year, you know. For him, Jorginho to Liverpool. You alright for him, mate? How are you? Tony Kelly, welcome to the stream, mate. Saban, welcome to the stream. Is Jorginho going to sign? Look, guys, for anyone that's just joined that didn't see what I put before, he's liked an Instagram linking in with Liverpool. Make it that what you want. A lot of people are getting hyped over that. You know, my views on it is it's just him liking a link on Instagram. You know, I think a lot of younger supporters these days buy into the whole social media thing a lot more than what people like my age or even older do. You know, I'm not massive, even though I'm on YouTube and I'm not massive like with Instagram and I don't know too much about Instagram. You know, I think players and agents and that, they like to hype things up for the transfer windows and things. You know, but I do believe that Jorginho is on the transfer list, on Klopp's iPad, as he likes to say. So make of it as you want, guys. But all I know is a lot of Liverpool supporters and that are getting hyped about it. He's definitely going to be on that list, I think. And I would sign him in the summer. It looks like, you know, that he would be interested in it, maybe, if he's liking something. But will it happen? That is between Jorginho, his agent, and Liverpool and Napoli. And it would be good business, guys. If the rumours are true that we could land him for around 50 million in today's market, that's a quality signing there, guys. LSM says, the thing is, Liverpool are at the moment in a position that they don't have to sell anyone. And after the selling of Coutinho, we don't need any more money, really. Yep, fully agree, mate. We're starting to build a really strong squad. So, you know, what I'm seeing as well, LSM, is like a lot of people are saying, you know, Liverpool are a couple of signings off now next year, really being able to compete on all fronts. And you've got to agree with that, you know, like the goalkeeper's starting to step up. One centre-back, one holding midfielder, you know, like we're not actually that far off, and you don't really want to lose too many of the players that we've already got. So if you're looking at it that way, you know, it's who do you want to get in the next window? And it's like there's not many players out there that you would say, okay, if we brought him in, he's definitely going to improve what we've got. And you don't want to lose your best players at the club as well. So I think the main thing that I want to see is like, right, tie Mohamed Salah up to Liverpool, tie Firmino up, get them contracts set in place, get them set in stone, make sure they're not going anywhere. Then look at who else we can bring into the squad that, you know, they will go into the first team, and then the players that are doing so well in our first team end up your subs, you know, and that's kind of where we want to be at going into next season for me. So that's how you get that progression then. Like, that's how it has to be. Like, we are literally a couple of signings off, which I've been saying for months. We're only a couple of signings, key signings off being able to really compete next year. But we can't afford to lose any of our big players in this transfer window coming up. If we lose one of our top players in the summer transfer window, that is where then I will question FSG, because I don't see why, if Liverpool do end up going on to win the Champions League, say, why FSG can't turn around and say to like the players, look, we won the Champions League, you've got a quality manager that, you know, it's took you to at least the Champions League semi-final as it stands. We're sitting third in the Premier League table. We can really compete next year. We're going to go in this transfer window and we're going to bring in X amount of players or whatever. Like, we're competing on all fronts. You don't need to go anywhere. Emre Can is the only player that really, with his contract situation, is one of our starting players that's going to be looking maybe to go out the door, innit? Like, That's where my head is at with it. Like, Mitchell, you alright, mate? How are you? Welcome to the stream today. He says, hello, Daz, mate. What is this about Jorginho? You probably already heard it, mate. Paul says, LSM, I've seen a video on YouTube, so you're speaking to him. Right, so, quickly, one of the other topics in today's stream, because I haven't got long, guys. I'm going to have to shut it down in a minute. Apologies if I haven't seen everything, but I ain't got long. But injury updates. So, I said in last night's stream about Lovren. I was saying about, obviously, Klopp had said that he didn't see the knock, but it looked like it was a knock, and he was hoping it wasn't a tear or whatever. Liverpool are basically playing down that it's not too serious, like the Lovren injury. I believe that Lovren probably won't feature in the next game, but it looks like he may be available for the first leg against Roma. So that looks good, guys. That looks promising. It doesn't look like we will be without him, so that's good news. If Klavan has to play in the next game, so be it. You know, I'll take that as that stand, guys. So that's promising. 6 months ago, who would have thought that we would have been sitting here saying we can't afford to be without Lovren, you know? But props to Dejan, you know, he's really pulled it together, hasn't he? You know, you've got to give him props where he deserves. Him, since Van Dijk's been in, he's started like upping his game. He's been really, really strong, and whether that's Van Dijk's doing on his own, who knows? But our defence has really started to sort its shit out, really, isn't it? And definitely, I was worried when I saw that Lovren got brought off and that he was limping and we didn't know where that was going to be. Hopefully, Lovren will be available for Roma, guys. All right, so that's the update there with the injury. Plus, there was something on Adam Lallana as well. I can't remember fully what it was, but it looks like he's going to get sorted out. Obviously, he suffered a lot this year, with injuries and that. I just wish him all the best, really. And we got to look to next season for him to start to feature for us again. Gomez as well is hoping to be fit for the Roma game, but as far as it stands, I don't think we need to rush Joe Gomez back. I don't want him to get another injury. I'm happy for Trent to carry on doing what Trent's doing. You know, Trent can pick up against Roma for me as well. Let me know what you guys think on that quickly in the chat before we end up going. I've just noticed that Furno's come in. Welcome to the stream, Furno. And Jiwi as well. Welcome, mate. Afternoon, mate. Just come back from school. What's the news? You've probably seen it anyway, lads. Callum as well was in. Anthony Turner. Welcome to the stream, lads. Just going to quickly flick through here, lads, because I'm going to have to shut it down in a sec. Thank you for joining me anyway, guys. If they've invested in our team, then we would have won the final, says Furno. Yep. So excited to see Kate link with everyone, says Tyrell. Yeah, where was we? Just got to read this one. LSM. The fact that we lost these finals, was it FSG's fault? No, we are in the semi-final of the Champions League, 108 minutes plus away from maybe winning the damn thing. We are close to bringing in trophies. We were in 2 finals in 1 year. Yeah. Defence more composed now since Van Dijk in Jan, says Anthony Turner. Yes, mate, fully agree. We're looking a lot better, aren't we? A lot better. That's what I like. And like I say, you've got to give props to, like, you know, Lovren and that as well. They've really upped their game. And like I say, the fact that I was so worried about Lovren not being available for the Roma game just shows you how far he's come from, like, 6 months ago, where I had a picture on my live stream of Dejan Lovren with a big dildo on his head, didn't I? Because he was making mistakes that cost us games and dropping points and that. You know, Van Dijk's come in. People were saying we overpaid for him. You could say what you want. He's come in. It shored the defence up. The keeper's situation's been sorted out. And Liverpool now keeping clean sheets. And the defence is looking solid. I think the main thing that I've got to say about the defence is we could do with one more centre-back in the summer. And then, you know, we're looking strong going into next year. Midfield, we need a couple of options, especially a holding midfielder and a creative midfielder, in my opinion. And then, you know, the rest kind of covers itself. Plus a winger as cover for if we was to lose Mane or Salah due to an injury, in my opinion. That's where my head is at with transfers, guys. All right, but thank you for joining me for this live stream, guys. I'm sorry that it's not your normal hour long, but like I say, my partner's at work tonight. I've got the kids, so it's a bit earlier today. But like I say, it's been about transfers. Jorginho liked the post on Instagram. Make of it what you want. I just think he's playing a little bit of a game. But it's all good anyway, isn't it? You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt either way, does it? If he likes an Instagram post, whether he comes to Liverpool or not, doesn't really affect us much, does it? Like, it doesn't if he comes or not. All right, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in today's stream, guys. All right, so I hope you have a wicked rest of your days. All right, don't play too hard. All right, and I will speak to you tomorrow, probably, lads. All right, take it easy. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. Take it easy, lads.